Hey, it's Chuck here back with Milton Daily Homes, and we have a big list today. It's 20 properties. Before I do that, my friend Colin Best, and we always have this great email dialogue about the kind of things that happen in Milton, and even some of the homes that I review. It's like he has just so much more to add. I wish you could almost kind of peep in on some of our email conversations. But very interesting because we have this kind of healthy disagreement about the Milton as an investment. I want to clarify what I talked about yesterday because I think it's a great place to invest over a long term for your single family home. But if you're looking strictly as an investor who's not living in the home, I think that there's better opportunities that exist out there. I find in other communities, even in Southern Ontario. So that's kind of what I'm getting at, is that yes, you can expect probably above average appreciation in town. There's no doubt about that, but the kinds of homes, the styles, the price ranges, the rent as a ratio of price, those things that investors in real estate look for, not always the preferred option. And again, the point in the market that we're at, I don't know if we're going to see a lot more of appreciation. I think when we see interest rates start to change, is you're going to see an effect on prices for sure. But that's okay, because if you buy this year or next year, it's probably going to cost you the same amount per month because there's a natural balance that occurs. All of this stuff we talk about at the buyer class. So if you're coming on Saturday, you're going to get some awesome information, miltonbuyerclass.com. So anyhow, there's the other thing that I just wanted to clarify too, and again, this came from Colin's email, is that there's no guarantee that we are going to have the university here yet. It looks good. There's a lot of ducks are in a row. It's a lot like the Winnipeg Jets, okay? So it's looking pretty good, but nobody can say anything yet. So anyhow, let's get right to today's list. I'll stop talking. Well, I'm going to talk about different stuff, which is the homes. 318 Laurier, number 4 is the first one. It's at 235.9. And so just condo townhouse, nice development here. Nice stuff inside too. So you've got slate flooring, looks like a renovated kitchen. Laminate floors here. You've got the walkout directly off the main floor, which is very nice. And the whole house looks like it's in good shape. So 3-bedroom, 2-washroom, 283 is the maintenance fees, and that's kind of standard par for course. I think it's very fair. There's quite a few condo townhomes for sale right now, so they might have a bit of competition there. So the next one up is 888 Thompson. It's at 309, and so it's an Amesbury or Brandon model, 1130 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-washroom. And so inside, I mean, you got to open those windows up, take some stuff out of here. I know that it's hard to sell a home with a kid, but I think that the results improve when you take some of the toys that you have with kids, some of the baby supplies, high chairs, all that stuff. Ideally, in a perfect world, you don't want them there, and especially you don't want them for the pictures, okay? If they're going to be there for showings, you kind of deal with it. But pictures have to be perfect. And again, you can tell that they're not professional photos. And I think with this home, those wide angles can really make this place look bigger, make it much more enticing. There's a door to the garage here, stainless steel. They've got nice color cabinets. And then upstairs again. So you can tell that these guys are probably grown out of this house. I like the frontage here. I like the dark brick. Thompson Road, I mean, it's a quiet little cul-de-sac or a little crescent off of Thompson, but you do hear the noise. So traffic-wise, kids can go outside and play, but just don't get them too close to the road there. I think they probably priced it pretty fair. To be honest, there's not a whole lot for sale right now in the low threes, and with this kind of home, there is some value there. There's no doubt about that. Now, 1043 Kennedy is probably about the same size as that one, really. So you've got... These homes are set up a little bit more long and narrow, whereas the Mattamy homes are a little bit wider, like the one we just saw in Thompson. So they're a little bit wider there on Thompson. One room here, and then you've got your kitchen with the eat-in, very similar to what we saw in the other one. The difference here is you've got 2 full bathrooms upstairs. Thompson just had the 1, and the biggest value difference here is that finished basement. Now this is right across from the Metro Plaza, if you know, right at Louis Saint Laurent and Thompson. Not my favorite location, but anyhow, I don't know, I think they'll have a bit of a tough time, and August 12th is their magic date. Now Saytalk is at $349, and this, I think this definitely deserves a Chuck pick of the day, or at least one of them. And so it's a semi-detached. You've got nice renovated floors here. You've got exposed brick, renovated kitchen, nice countertop, undermounted sink. What else? Gas fireplace. You can just see tons of stuff in here. Clean, tidy. Very, very nice finished basement on this one. You've got a pretty decent yard. You've got interlock patio. It's all set up very, very well. So I'm a huge fan of this one. I think that $349 is a great price. Now Fitzgerald, this is on the good part of Fitzgerald. Okay, so $349.9, and so we've got nice colors. Everything is definitely kicking on this one. Now the only thing is it's not very big. So we're talking about that one room here, and there's a little pass-through window off to the kitchen. And so this one's probably not much bigger than the two we just profiled over on Kennedy Circle, and then the one over on Thompson. Now, the basement is the thing that I think is going to really boost these guys up and give them a chance to sell for a bit more. And things like the hot tub, those are emotional hot buttons for people, and I think very, very alluring. So the whole house comes together really well. Chapman Crescent is $364.9. It's a 3-story townhouse. If you Google map it, you can see that Chapman is fronting right onto Derry. So same thing as the Thompson one. Loud for sure, you're going to hear the road, but still safe for the kids to play right out front. Now, walkout basement on this one, it's kind of set up at 1840 square feet. They've got hardwood on both floors, which I think is a huge feature. And I bet you this one probably looks pretty good. I've seen them sell for this price range, and I think probably it looks fair to me without seeing the photos. Now Yates Drive, $424.9. And so the last one that sold of this model was basically had a finished basement, sold right around the $450 range. Nice hardwood floors here. You've got the contrast with the kitchen with the lighter cabinets, the hardwood a little bit darker. Extra pantry is great in this home. They've done the mantle over the fireplace. Now, I want you to pay attention to this. So the flooring upstairs is laminate flooring. Nice on the corner. You've got lots of windows. And Yates can be a little bit busy too. So that's one thing that may hurt them a little bit. But here's the thing. So upstairs the floor is upgraded. Now you can't trust everything you read in these listings, because look at the master. Broadloom, broadloom, broadloom. That's carpet. So they've actually made an error inputting this listing, and you do find that. So don't hold everything to what you read here. Examine the facts. Use all the different clues that are in these listings to really figure the true story out. Now this one on Turner started up in like the 460s, 450, 440, like whatever, 438.5. So these guys are really coming down quick. It's that kind of snowball free fall effect, and it's a very interesting home. I think for the right person, it represents fantastic value. So you've got a double car garage. What else? So you've got, let's go inside, we'll check it out. There's a pie-shaped lot here. There's 3 bedrooms upstairs, not 4. California shutters. So there's your kitchen, and you can see a table off to the side. There's a walkout right where the photographer is standing. And again, they've done the mismatched here, but you don't really notice it much in this home. There's a lot of stuff happening in this room, but it's still a pretty decent sized room. So pie-shaped lot here. They've done the pergola in the back, not a pagoda. We talked about that last week. And so there's your ensuite there. That's your main room. That's all you have. So one of the biggest things that's going against this one is you've got this room and the kitchen. That's your main floor. So you don't really have a separate dining room. You just have those 2 rooms. The one picture that I've talked about that I think they're missing is a shot of the basement, because the basement is very well finished, and it's just the icing on the cake. And I think that is the push. The basement is the push that's going to get this one over. And so overall, I'm a big fan of this one. I like it. It's a great listing, just over 1,500 square feet. Very unique, right? If you can live with that main floor, I think you're getting yourself a fantastic home for the price. Now, Wewell, I don't know what that is. It sounds like Elmer Fudd or something like that.
Here it is. You got me, Doc. I'm going. Everything is getting dark. I'm gonna kick the bucket. Wait! The wabbit kicked the bucket. The rabbit 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 kicked the bucket. The bucket. The bucket kicked the rabbit. Kicked the rabbit. The bucket kicked the rabbit.
449. I believe this looks like one of the Mattamy, what do you call them? The spirit homes. So like 1835, probably something like that. Basic inside. You get a budget for your appliances. To me, I don't know. I think that I think there's better value out there for sure. And I'll give you a great example is one that you're going to see in just a couple listings. So 727 Hood. This is a bigger home too. So you see the arrows here, but it doesn't look like there's any more photos. This is a Shady Glen 2. It's just over 2,000 square feet. Fantastic layout inside. It says partly finished basement, but again, I don't know what that means. In-ground sprinkler system, gas fireplace, all those kind of things. So I think you're looking at no upgrading in flooring. I think you're probably looking at just basic carpet. Trudeau's the next one. Let me get to the front shot here. 449 on this one here. Pie-shaped lot, big pie shape, right across from a park. So there's 2 listings today on Trudeau. And so there's that big Trudeau Park right here. The street goes all the way around. It's a one-way street. And I like the location of this one. It's a Lindsay model. It's 1,800 square feet. Not sure what kind of flooring they've got in here. It's hard to tell from that angle. You've got some upgraded flooring here. Kind of a bold statement with that painting. I'm not sure if that... Because again, you don't want to distract people from the actual things that they're going to get when they buy the house, right? You don't want them focusing on the painting the same way as you don't want them focusing on your diploma or your baby pictures, your friends, or anything like that. You want to make sure that the home shows itself off. Okay, so decent looking kitchen here. It looks like they've added kind of a pantry right here. And the backyard looks like it's had some work done too. There's a patio out there. Finished basement. And overall, this one has a lot of value for the money. It has all those things, extra size lot. You've got the basement, everything else. So I think that this one has a legitimate shot of selling quick, and it's pretty close to getting one of my Chuck picks. Okay, so 1618 Clark. This is our listing. We were up at 469. There's been a lot of competition with double car garages. We said, let's make a real aggressive move. And so they're down to 453.9. That's a $16,000 decrease. And like I said, they're hoping that that's going to do it. When you look at the comparables, that's really, really good value. Hardwood floors here. You want to talk about a finished basement. This one's fantastic. About 1,900 square feet. The little things about this one, when you walk in, it feels really nice. There's a nice family in there. And the other thing is the husband is so detailed that he took all those builder flaws and really fixed them. Straight walls, everything. Like he put a lot of extra effort into this home that you don't always realize at first glance. So the basement is one of the best basements I've seen ever. There's an extra bedroom downstairs. Awesome stuff. And because it's on the corner, you get a little bit wider lot. Now Trudeau, this one's a corner property as well. And it's about the same size, about 1,900 square feet, 476,000. And when you go inside this one, you certainly see some impressive things. I just don't know if they've got the legs to now compete with the one on Clark, which is like over 20,000 less, almost 25,000. Nice kitchen in here. And but I mean, there's a lot of things happening right now. 476, you're getting like 3 or 4 different double car garage homes for even less money than this one. So they might have a bit of a tough time, but I wish them luck because I think they've got a great looking home. And 1148 Field is our listing. It's at 545. We're talking about one of my favorite areas, and that's right in the part between Derry and the tracks, and it's just a little bit east of Thompson. It doesn't really have a name, but Milton Valley built this home. Big fan of the homes that they built. And so you've got a dining room. What the owners actually did was they pushed the dining room because they said, well, not many people need that living dining. And they made the family room bigger. Okay, so you got pot lights in here. You got the gas fireplace, kitchen with the island. The backyard's about 10 feet deeper than any of the Mattamy stuff. Doesn't sound like much, but it makes a big difference when your lot is only 90, okay? So great stuff. This built-in the basement's beautiful. They've got speakers built into the walls, pot lights. And where the photographer is, behind them, there's a whole other kids' play area. So you can check all those out in the photos and the virtual tour. And I think you'll really be impressed with this one for the amount that they're asking. Now, Rico Crossing is at 549.9. And so you've got, this is a oh, what's the name of this one? A Wood Lily, just over 2,500 square feet. You know, you budget for your appliances, you know, you look at the carpet and everything else. So field, I mean, just as a straight comparison with the basement, everything else, it kind of beats this one hands down. So I think these guys will have a real tough time at $549. Now Giddings is at $599. This is, I think, certainly a chalk pick of the day. Cosmetically, might need a little bit of work. You put some hardwood in, it's going to look fantastic. But I think the you know, the core elements are there. This is a great layout. It's 3,300 square feet for under 600,000. And you've got this neat little third story up here that can be used as a loft or any number of things, a home office. It's like having a finished basement at the top of your house with lots of light. So it's a really good home. I'd be surprised if they couldn't sell this one. That's a great deal. That's a fantastic price. Quinlan, $639 is the price on this one. They've got a ravine with a pie-shaped lot. Very nice stuff to see. And that's all you have. You just have the one room there. They'll probably add more photos a little bit later on, but I think if anything that's going to push this one over the 6 range, it's definitely going to be the backyard. Now it also looks like they have granite countertops, so wait for the photos, hardwood floors. I'm sure it's really nice inside. So Cusick is at $724.9. And as far as I know, it's an agent that's selling it. It's about 3,600 square feet, called the Stanbury model. I'm coming out with the Stanbury with a pool in a couple weeks, and it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be listed a whole lot lower than this. So I'll show you inside. The neat thing about this one, if you have a lot of cars, you can kind of, there's space here. It's hard to tell from this diagram, but it's actually a pretty big driveway, and there's a side door that comes in as well. There's your front room as an office. There's your living dining right there. A family room, which is just off the kitchen. So this is unlike any model that Mattamy built. It's a very unique layout. Like it's really cool. Up the stairs, there's a breakfast area just around here with the nice high ceiling. You can see the light coming down. You've got this sort of open loft area. And then inside you've got your 4 bedrooms. You've got your 3 washrooms upstairs. $724. The last model like this sold on Ellington months ago, like I think 3-4 months ago, with the finished basement at $650. So do these guys have legs at this price? I don't know. I don't know if my first number would have been a 7 if I was listing this home, but I do wish them the best of luck, okay? Because it's a fantastic layout. It's a great street, okay? So Mill Street is the next one. It's at $799. It's a relist, and so this home, the masonry work on it is delightful. It's just such a throwback home. The gardens have won awards in all kinds of different competitions. You can walk right downtown. That's how close this one is to downtown, like literally like 50 steps and you're right on Main Street. And so just the detail, the care in this home is unbelievable. I'd like them to see a little bit more of the inside of the home because there's really some neat angles. This is a little home office here. There's another neat one upstairs that overlooks the street, just a small one with built-in shelves. Excuse me. And so there is, I mean, you're talking about the leaded glass, things you just don't get in today's homes. And I'll tell you what, the kitchen on this one is to die for. I'm amazed that there's no kitchen shots in here because it's really nice. Okay, so $799. One of the most unique homes I think I've seen in Milton, and I think for the right buyer, it certainly represents very good value. Now, 15th Side Road is at $949. And it's just a beautiful kitchen inside. It's on about 10 acres. And usually for that size of home, you expect a bigger home getting close to $1 million. You know, and there's some dated features here too, but they've also spent a lot of money in this home. The outside's beautiful. You got the walkout from downstairs. You've got some extra areas right here. If they include the golf cart, hey, who knows? Maybe you'll think about buying it. But it's a really beautiful house. Only a 3 bedrooms, so again, that may not appeal to everybody. But anyhow, it is what it is. 15th Side Road, not far from Brookville, basically. And hey, what do you know? There it is. So that is our list of homes today, and I'll see you tomorrow with more Milton Daily Homes. And don't forget to sign up for the Milton Buyer class just over on this side here. Have a great day. Bye.